Hey guys, so I went to use my laptop the other day and it did not turn on. And what I got is, I don't know if you can see this very well, but see if I can get it at a better angle. This light blinks about once every 5 seconds. It's just a short blink on. And then on the other side, the power light is blinking. You can see there. And then if you have one of these indicating power cords like I do, it also blinks every now and then. So no matter what you do, you hold the power switch in for the 30 seconds. It does not want to power up. I tried the Lenovo Reset button, it didn't do anything. So I spent a couple hours troubleshooting this laptop. It turns out it's the battery. I ordered another battery off of Amazon. It's like 50 something odd dollars. It comes with these really cool tools, actually pretty nice, easy to use tools. What I want to show you, I've actually torn this apart already and troubleshot the battery and figured out it's the thermal fuse on the battery that blew because it detected some kind of fault, and I verified that by shorting the fuse back out, and it works. But I'm going to replace the battery because it's dangerous to have a lithium-ion battery that has a fault. Anyways, there's 5 of these little Torx screws that go around the cover here. Let's see, there's one here, one here, one here, one here, and one here. And then there's 2 Phillips screws that go in the cover here, in the corners and the top where the hinge is. And we'll take the power cord out because we don't want to open it up with the power cord. And then we'll show you how to verify it's actually the battery that's causing the problem. This little pick looking thing, you get right in the back, wedge it between the cover and then slide it around. You'll hear little pops as it's coming around. And what you're doing is loosening up the little connections on the cover. Once you get it loose, it hinges up. The back of the laptop is here. You want to lift it up this way and pull it forward because you don't want to break these little guys off that are on here. That's how you open it up. Now to verify it, I've torn this battery pack apart. You do not want to do this yourself because if you puncture one of these cells, you're going to end up with a fire. But there's normally a little black cover that goes over this that has all the writing on the battery pack. So what you want to do is this connector here is the battery pack. This goes to the circuit board. You can get in there with your finger now and pull it out like so. And then I'm going to flip the laptop back over, plug the power cord back into it, and then we'll try and turn it on. And the light lights up, the keyboard lit up, and then let's see if it boots. Let's hit the space bar. The light's lit up. Give it a second or so because it was powered completely down. Hit that power switch. There we go. Alright, so the laptop's booting with the power disconnected from the battery, but the power from the power cord's connected. So you know it's a faulty battery. I'll wait till it boots, shut it down. I'm going to go ahead and pause the video and then we'll go from after I shut this down. Okay, so we shut it down. I'm going to disconnect the power cord. I have to be very careful flipping it over because I tore that battery pack apart. But definitely you do not want to do that yourself if you don't have experience with lithium-ion batteries. If you puncture one of those guys, seriously nasty fire. Anyway, so there's four screws on the corners and then one in the middle. On the label, if I didn't tear the label off, you would see these M2L35 labels with the little arrows. That's pointing to where the screws are. You take the battery pack out. Need a Phillips screwdriver. So I've already taken some screws out of this because I've already torn it apart. So this one's missing right now. That one's missing right now. That one's missing. And I still have this one in. So we're going to pull the battery pack out. That's the bad battery pack. This is the one I got off of Amazon. It was like 50 some odd dollars. Came with a nice tool set. I have not checked this battery to see if it works yet. So, want to verify the connector looks the same as the connector on the battery pack we're pulling out, and it does. So, that's a good promising thing. This is not a Lenovo battery, this is just some third-party battery. Anyways, so 5 screws go in. You can see on the label where the M2 L35 is with the little arrows. That's where the screws go. I'm going to go ahead and, well, you know what, before we do that, since this connector's not been plugged in before, let's plug the connector in because it's easier with the battery pack disconnected to slide it in there. I don't know if you guys saw that. Let me pull it out and redo that closer to the camera here. So you just basically put this guy in there, line it up, and slide it in. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put the screws back in for the cover, and we'll flip the laptop over before we put the bottom cover on and verify that it actually boots with this battery in it. So if the screws feel like they're not going in correctly, back them all the way off because you don't want to cross thread them, and then start again. So these are the little black screws with the Phillips heads on them. Oh, just dropped one on the floor. Let me pause and go find that on the floor. Okay, found it. It was just right below the camera. But these are the little black screws, the Phillips heads. Oh, and my laptop has booted itself because the fan's running. So just plugging that battery pack in has caused it to boot. So we are going to flip it over after I get the screws in and shut it down. That's kind of weird that it started on its own. Sometimes these screws are such a pain to line up too. Well, the fan shut off, but I can see the light on the other side. Nope, fan's running still. Alright, make sure there's nothing to short out on the table here, since the bottom cover's not on. And we are booted up with the new battery pack in there. So I'm going to shut it down and finish putting the cover back on. But anyway, so I hope this helps you guys save some money by being able to fix your laptop if you have that little flashing light and nothing wants to turn it on. If you guys found that video helpful, please hit that like button. It helps me out. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.